Namaste and welcome from Chennai in India. I'm very excited because tomorrow we are about to embark on the Naヴā Graha pilgrimage, the pilgrimage to the 9 planets, which I'm already doing for the 4th time. And I'm here today with the person who initiated me into this magical pilgrimage, who is not just a dear friend and colleague, but also a treasure box full of ancient wisdom and with much deeper understanding of the Naヴā Grahas than I have. Welcome, Marina. Thank you very much, not just for sharing this pilgrimage, but also for sharing your wisdom today, as I'm going to ask you a few questions both about the Naヴā Grahas and also the whole spiritual science behind it. And thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Welcome, Marina.
Namaste, dear Stefan, and namaste, dear friends. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much for this warm introduction. And I'm also very happy to share knowledge and wisdom, whatever I have and whatever I gain through these pilgrimages.
As I said, we are already going to do this pilgrimage for the 4th time. In all the previous pilgrimages, which were amazing experiences, I could totally experience the powerful effect that they had both on my own life, but also on everyone else joining us. But you also have the deeper understanding of both the Naヴā Grahas, you're an experienced astrologer, but also of the whole Vedic culture, which you studied in detail. And I want to use this opportunity today, as we're already in this energy of the Naヴā Grahas, to ask you a few questions about them. But first of all, please share with us a little bit more about your own journey. How did you get here? Because you've done this pilgrimage not just the 4 times with me, but many, many more times, probably 15, 20 times. And this is an intense experience. So how did you become this expert in Naヴā Grahas, Naヴā Graha pilgrimage, and the whole Vedic culture as well? Please share a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's a very good question. And my journey started quite long back. I started to learn Vedic astrology in 2014, so more than 10 years back. And in 2015, I went to India for the first time and for 1 year in South India, Tamil Nadu, also Auroville. And then I spent 10 years in India, and during this time I tried to deepen my knowledge in different areas like Jyotish, of course, Ayurveda, Tantra, Yoga, meditation. And at some point in 2019 I discovered this amazing opportunity about Naヴā Graha temples, and we did our first pilgrimage then with my friends. And after that we also could feel like amazing powerful effect of this pilgrimage, how our life started to transform in a very quick way. So, and after that we started to do these pilgrimages regularly, and many people also started to join us. And it was amazing because every time you experience these temples in a very different way, and every time these temples, they open up new magic for you. So some people tell maybe it's boring to repeat so many times again and again this pilgrimage, but every time it is something completely new and completely magical.
Thank you. Please share with us, what are the Naヴā Grahas?
Yeah, Naヴā Grahas, like from Sanskrit, Nava means 9, Graha means planet. In Vedic astrology there are 9 planets which are called Grahas, and literally it means like Grahas, those who catch. These planets, they are kind of catching our consciousness and make us act in particular way in our lives. These Naヴā Grahas, 9 planets, they are responsible for our karmas, for whatever good and negative results we are getting during our life. And these Naヴā Grahas, 9 planets, they affect everyone and everything on this planet, so nobody can be free from this influence. And when we know how these Naヴā Grahas are affecting us, what kind of karmas we are getting to face during our life, this we can get from our horoscope, from our birth chart, from palm leaf, many different ways. And we can also use different remedies to, for example, nullify the negative effects, or to reduce, or to get more blessings. And these 9 temples, they are dedicated to each graha, to each planet, and they are like vortex of energies where we can get lots of blessings from every planet, and we can also improve tremendously all areas of our life. It's like working in a very quick and magical way.
Thank you. And please summarize for us one more time, what are the Navagrahas? Maybe you can name each of them quickly, and just which areas of our life are they responsible for?
So Navagrahas, 9 planets. We will start from Sun. Sun is connected with Sunday, and it's planet which represents our ego, personality, how we will be acting in this world. And every graha will have many different aspects. I will go just very briefly. Next one is Moon, Chandra. It represents our mind, our emotions. It's connected to our mother. And Moon, like actually Jyotish Vedic astrology, it's called lunar astrology. Moon is playing significant role in this Navagrahas. Then it is Mars, which is connected to willpower, strength, energy. It's like warrior planet. Next will be Mercury. This is planet of communication, traveling, business, finance, learning, knowledge. After will be Jupiter, Guru. This is planet of knowledge, wisdom, abundance, good luck, blessings, many beautiful opportunities in our life. After will be Venus, Shukracharya. This is planet of love, beauty, creativity, romance, enjoyment. After will be Saturn, Shani. This is planet of discipline, restrictions, karma, like responsibilities. Everybody is afraid of Saturn, Shani. This temple is very popular. This is a quite intense planet, but gives us lots of wisdom and spiritual maturity. And then there will be also 2 planets which are shadow planets. They don't have like a physical body, and they are very specific for Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is head of demon, and Ketu is tail of demon. And these planets, Rahu is connected with everything which is new, like innovation, artificial intelligence, when we want to explore new things, curiosity. And Ketu is connected more with past. It's our past karma, and it's also connected with some kind of detachment, spirituality, isolation. So this planet is very important for people who want to go spiritual way and to seek final liberation, moksha. So each planet has a very significant role and helps us in different areas of life, and sometimes can also create obstacles, but obstacles are also for our learning and growing.
Thank you. Karma is the very cause of everything in this life, in everything that we experience. We can't see it, we can't smell it, we can't touch it, yet it's ever present. How does karma relate to the Navagrahas?
Yeah, karma basically means action-reaction. Whatever we do, we get different results. Sometimes we get results immediately, sometimes it takes time, sometimes we get results from our past life, so we can never know. There are different kinds of karmas. There are like fixed karmas which we can't change. For example, we were born as male, female in particular country. There are more flexible karmas which we can change, and this is what we are doing when we are visiting Navagraha temples and doing different remedies. And Navagrahas, 9 planets, they are kind of, messengers who give us the results of our karma, either good or negative results. And when we doing different remedies, when we know which planet is responsible for which area of our life, which results it can give us potentially, so we can also improve our karma in a very we can do it much better, and we can also overcome many obstacles in our life. So karma and Navagrahas, 9 planets, they are like connected in a very deep way. It's like interconnected.
Thank you. And before we go more into the Navagraha pilgrimage, a quick side question that many people might be interested in. What's the connection between the palm leaves, which is our main focus in everyday life, with the Navagrahas? How do they relate to each other?
Palm leaves, it's also called Nadi astrology. This is also a type of astrology, and they are like both, we can tell, sister signs with Vedic astrologer. Palm leaves were written many thousand years back by rishis, and of course, in order to show our life path, rishis also used planetary influences because planetary influences, they show us how our karma will be unfolded. So in palm leaf you can also see like mentioning of different planets, planetary energies, and in palm leaf we are also getting different remedies how we can for example improve our karma connected to particular planets. So everything is connected to planets. Like if you go back to sacred scriptures about astrology or creation, they will be told that God creator, he also created Navagrahas, 9 planets, so that they can give the results of karma to people, either good or negative. So this is their responsibility to give us the results of our karma. And in palm leaf we get indications, we get lots of information about what are our karmic blockages, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, how it is connected with planetary influences. And when we get predictions, it also connected during which year which planet will be affecting us. So in this way, of course, palm leaves, Navagrahas, they are all interconnected.
Thank you. Also, the Navagraha temples are actually located in the same area in India and Tamil Nadu from where the palm leaves originate, right?
Yes.
I think even one of the temples, the Mars temple, is still used as a storage place for many of the palm leaf scriptures. The Navagraha pilgrimage, visiting the temples dedicated to the 9 planets. Please share us a little bit more about what's the Navagraha pilgrimage and what is happening if someone embarks on such a pilgrimage.
Yes, first of all, these are very unique places, unique temples, and this is the only place in the world where you can find all Navagraha temples. Each planet Graha will have its own temple, and these are ancient temples like vortexes of energy. And through many thousand years, every day there are different pujas, mantras, rituals. So when you go to every temple, you can feel this energy. Every planet has different nature, so every temple will also reflect different qualities and nature of planets. And even if you don't know astrology, still you can feel it. It's like very, very vibrant energy which is working on you when you go into these temples. These temples are located in very traditional Indian villages. It's even, like we can tell, not so easy to access. Yeah. And of course these places were chosen by Creator, also not by chance. These are also special energetical points. When we visit all these Navagraha temples, we go to every temple. It will take around 4 to 5 days, so it's quite long journey. So we go to every temple and then we buy special offerings for planets. Every planet will have different offerings based on qualities which it represents. So there are different flowers, fruits, grains, coconuts, clothes, and so on. So we will get beautiful offerings for this planet. It's like we are coming to visit our dear friend, and we bring with us gifts which this friend is like, these are his favorite gifts. And it's also mentioned that in these places, the planets, the grahas, they are in a very friendly mood. So if you go there, definitely will get lots of blessings. And you come to every temple, we buy offerings, and then we go to visit the main altar of Graha and of planet, and there we meet a special priest who is doing rituals for us. Usually he is like we are telling our name, astrological details, lunar nakshatra, lunar sign, and then priest is doing special ritual for us. He is chanting mantras, doing pujas, and so on. And then we get back our offerings. It's kind of blessings, prasad. We do this in every temple. And temples, some temples are very big, and there are many different deities which we also visit and do pujas everywhere. So in this way we get much more blessings. And everywhere in these temples, Shiva Lingam will be the main deity. And yeah, every temple will be very unique in its own way. And even priests which are working there, which are doing pujas, serving, they will also represent different qualities of planets. It's so visible and it's so funny to observe. For example, priests in Saturn Shani temple, they will be like Shani, very strict, disciplined, and sometimes they will have also problems with teeth, which is connected with Saturn. And in Venus temple, there are very beautiful, handsome Brahmins, and they are singing so nice with so much love, and really like representing these Venus qualities. Mercury Brahmins will be very communicative, joking, looking very useful, young like Mercury. So this is amazing to observe. And for people, especially who are interested into astrology or spiritual development, this is amazing opportunity to have their own experience and to be in these energies. Not just read in books and have, theoretical knowledge, but to live this experience.
It's true, and I can totally confirm this. Both that the priests embody the energy of the temples, but also that being in those temples, it gives you a direct experience of the energy of each of the grahas, each of the planets. For someone who has never been to an Indian temple, can you explain a little bit more about the role of the priests and when they perform the rituals? You already did that, but just a bit more about this. I sometimes see them a little bit like the gatekeepers. They keep these portals that connect us with the planets active. Would you agree with that?
Exactly. Like these priests, they are sharing this knowledge from father to son, from son, and so on. So this is like lineage, and it's called like parampara. And of course, they are born in particular families, not just by chance, but we can tell that particular grahas, has chosen them and to be like instrument and to connect people with these energies. And these temples are like portals, thousands of years. Not a single day there is, break in these rituals. And these Brahmins, they are very important, and they embody these qualities of grahas or deities for whom they are serving. And I can feel that they are also very much dedicated to it. This is, their like life purpose, and they are completely surrendered to this process. And I also like that when we are going to these temples, we as foreigners, maybe we don't know like all the rituals, all the details, but these Brahmins, they are always so much open to us, and they help us a lot, and they explain us everything. And you can really feel how they keep this connection with grahas, and it's so important that this 1,000-year tradition keep going on and keep going on.
Yes, it's interesting what you just shared about that the grahas are choosing these priests. I actually feel similar about our work with the Navagrahas and also the work with the palm leaves. I often feel like it was not my decision to do this work, but more like we are surrendering to this task in a way.
Yes.
Even with organizing the Navagraha pilgrimage every year, it feels like it's already organized, and then I just get the role to do the practical
Exactly.
task.
This is so amazing. I also have same feeling that this is like mission, and we were kind of chosen to do this mission. And about pilgrimages, I always feel that it's kind of already happened on subtle level, and now we just need to do it on physical level, and it's so amazing. It's like amazing.
Yes, so grateful for this work.
Me too.
Then we are doing this pilgrimage, not just the two of us, but also with many members from my palm leaf teams. It's a beautiful way for us to connect with each other and to also infuse our work with the palm leaves with these blessings of the Navagrahas. But we also take with us many people for whom we perform this Navagraha pilgrimage on their behalf, which means that in each of the temples we ask the priests to also perform the pujas on behalf of people who are not there with us, but who are joining us in spirit. Please explain a little bit more about this. We call it the virtual pilgrimage, where pujas are performed on behalf of people who are not there present, what it is, and also how it works. What's the energetic benefit of having these pujas performed on behalf of someone?
Yes, this is a very beautiful process when we take our clients with us on virtual pilgrimage, because we can like feel that they are present physically with us. For energy, there is no limitation in distance, in time. So energy, it's like limitless. That's why even if you can't come to India now, still you can join for virtual pilgrimage, and we will perform in every temples, pujas, different rituals on behalf of you. Like we will also offer prasad from your side, different offerings for planets, and Brahmin will also chant your name, your astrological details, and do all necessary rituals for you. And we did it already quite a few times, 3 to 4 years, and many people were joining us, and every time we got like amazing feedbacks, and people could really feel these energies, how they are working. It happened in different ways. Sometimes people could have very interesting dreams where they get blessings, or even in physical reality some very interesting situations started to happen, or if they had any blockages, they started to release. And we got so many feedbacks from people how they could feel also afterwards effect, because now we are kind of planting seeds, and it will work for a long time. Sometimes it takes 1 year or even more that you can see like very tangible results. But anyway, this energy is working, and we share different materials from temples, videos, pictures, stories. It creates this feeling that you are present there. And one more interesting thing which I noticed already, it's really funny. Like these people who couldn't come to India, and they participated in virtual pilgrimage, and next year or very soon they are in India. And so many people already from virtual pilgrimage, they came to India and they visited these temples with us or with different groups. And I understood that this virtual pilgrimage, when we chant your names, when Brahmin is chanting your names in these ancient temples, it helps to create very beautiful positive karmic connection, energetical connection with those places. And this energy is working with you, and it happens very quickly that you are also coming to India, to these places or to different places. I could see how people start to progress spiritually very fast. It has also material benefits. Whatever blockages you have, it will help to release these blockages, and have lots of spiritual benefits as well. So it's always beautiful to observe. I'm always happy to see our clients from virtual pilgrimage that they are joining already for real pilgrimage.
Yes. And I can confirm that for me personally, it is and was the same experience, that I always felt that it had a long-term effect.
Yes.
There was a lot of energy happening instantly during the pilgrimage, but then the integration of this energy and of these blessings basically took the entire year. And can you please explain a little bit more about how we have a different karmic connection with different planets, both challenging and both beneficial, and what's the karmic effect that it has either on a challenging relationship or on a beneficial relationship with a planet?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, these are very special places, the only one places in the world where you can visit all Navagraha temples, and planets are in their most friendly form. So even if you have challenging planet, you visit this planet, it will give you lots of blessings. But even if the planet is very good, friendly to you, it will give you even more blessings. So it's only benefit for us, because we will not get any side negative effects. This is like the main task, the goal of these Navagraha temples, to give us many blessings, people who are searching for them. And yeah, we can have different effects. Sometimes we can see positive effects very quickly. Sometimes it can take more time, and we need to have also surrender to this process. Because sometimes we are already in very good astrological period, and we get immediately all good results. Sometimes it's not a proper time for us. It's like, still in process, still unfolding. But like scriptures tells, you can do your best, but don't be attached to results, because just surrender these results to divine will, and divine higher consciousness will definitely do the best for you. So we shall have this attitude when we are going on pilgrimage to Navagraha temples, on virtual pilgrimage. Definitely we are getting lots of blessings, but timing can be also different.
Yes. And in going on this pilgrimage in person, I know myself, can be very intense also, both externally and internally. Can you share a little bit more about the challenges that come up when going on this pilgrimage in person?
Pilgrimage is always intense thing, and it is very good actually, because it helps us to overcome our ego, our attachment to comfort, and to overcome our likes and dislikes. So it's very good for our soul, for purification, but sometimes our body, our mind is not so happy. In India, you know, it's always very intense, and these temples, they are very traditional. This is very traditional, authentic India, not touristy India. So of course we can have different challenges on physical level. For example, food is very spicy, it's very hot, and so many people, so much rush, sometimes not this comfortable standard of accommodation which we are used for, and so many different things. In many temples there will be beggars and people who try to force you to do some things or whatever. And I think it's very good to have this attitude that whatever happens, everything whatever happens on outer level, we just also accept it as a learning process. For example, if even in temples we face some situations which are not pleasant to us, somebody is forcing us to give money, or there is lots of rush because we consider that temples should be very peaceful, we shall meditate and so on. But this is not the case here. Sometimes very chaotic, so many people. Everything we shall accept as a learning experience. Okay, for example, if somebody is pushing me to do something, or too many people there, how I can protect my boundaries, how I can be more centered, how I can be not influenced by all this, whatever is going around. Every temple will learn us lessons in different way. Sometimes in these ways which we are not very comfortable with us, but it's amazing to see how our mindset can also change. And on more like subtle levels, of course, when we go to these temples, lots of purification starts to happen, lots of purification. And sometimes you can feel like inside you have this fire which is purifying you, and many karmic things from past life, from this life, many suppressed memories, emotions, everything can come up on surface. And sometimes people have challenges, but we know how to create safe space for them and how to proceed with these emotions and to let go. So it's very intense process, both on physical level, on subtle level, but it's so much purifying and gives us so many benefits.
It's true. I often describe it as like the gym for the soul.
Yes.
You do a lot of effort,
Yes.
it can be challenging, but you get so much
Yes.
benefits.
Yes.
Before we were recording, you were sharing some beautiful stories about feedback that you received
Yes.
from participants in the pilgrimage, which I also, we also received many emails. But could you share a few stories how this can impact people's lives also?
I'm always very happy to receive these feedbacks, and people always write that Marina, you are on such important mission. Wow, thank you so much, like to your company, my Palm Leaf company, because you are doing such amazing things for people who can't come to India. You know, you help them to find palm leaf and to do virtual pilgrimage, to connect with all these temples. You're kind of discovering new world. And yeah, I have many feedbacks, and I can see it also from people with whom we are friends. I'm observing how their life is unfolded. And some people, some of my friends, for example, they couldn't meet their proper partner, and all of a sudden, after doing all remedies, visiting temples, they met proper partner, and now they're expecting child. They're very happy about it. Some people, they have very big development in their business, money flow. Some people have health improvement. Some people build finally house, and so many obstacles are removed. And I'm very happy to observe these transformations. Also, like, from my personal experience, I also had so many beautiful things, you know, unfolding after this pilgrimage. And after every pilgrimage, it's something new. and I'm so grateful for this. This is really, really amazing.
Yeah, I can confirm this as well. And while we get many messages from people sharing their feedback, how beneficial it was from them, sometimes we also receive emails like, I've done all these remedies, I've visited all these temples, I heard all these stories about people where they have great transformation, yet it's not happening for me. Can you share a little bit about why sometimes doing all of these remedies shows very great immediate obvious effects, but sometimes not?
Yeah, we all have different karmic blockages, and these karmic blockages can have different intensity. Sometimes you have already enough good karma in particular area. For example, you have enough good karma with your career and finance, and if you do just a few remedies, rituals, it will be like boom, overflowing, and you get so many beautiful opportunities. But for example, with your relationship, your karma is not so good, and you need to put more efforts. And sometimes you need to repeat remedies many times, and then only you will see results. But we also need to check a horoscope birth chart, because sometimes this period is not very favorable for particular, things, for relationship or for career, for finance. You need to focus on someone else, and then maybe after 1 year or any time very soon, particular period which will be beneficial for you will come, and all these blessings which you got, they will be like flourishing. So again, we need just to surrender, because we don't know how intense is our karma in particular areas of life. And if you put lots of effort and nothing happens, don't be disappointed. Like whatever effort you put, it never get wasted, never. You will definitely get your results, but just need to, trust the divine timings, because sometimes we are too much in our head, we want to push things, and we don't understand the bigger picture, that maybe this is not the best for us now, and something better will come later. Just trust the divine and divine timings.
Yes, you just said some very important things. One is that all effort we make is always important and will always be beneficial, even if we don't feel it right away.
Yes.
Because when the transformation happens, it doesn't happen only because of this last drop of practice.
Yes.
It happens due to every effort that we made before. Also in all of these times when we felt like nothing was moving.
Exactly.
There was one very important aspect, and the second one you just mentioned is remembering the bigger picture.
Yes.
And I think in this bigger picture, it's important to remember that we're not just this body and person who now has this experience in our life, but that we are this timeless soul that's incarnating again and again, taking certain karma with us, letting certain karma blossom, and that we're purifying not only this lifetime that we have right now, but also many previous lifetimes that brought us here simultaneously.
Exactly. And I think like palm leaf, it's an amazing tool to have this experience, that we are not only limited with this body and personality, and we are just limitless soul, and we have such a beautiful soul journey, and of course we purifying our karma from this life, from past lives, and we also we also working with collective karmas, with family karmas, with karmas of our ancestors. So this is like global process. When we go to these temples, we do all these remedies, it's not only about us, it's also about collective karma. And I can feel that this is a very important process. Like these temples, they opened up now in this energetical space that more and more people get to know about, because we need also to purify our collective karmas. This is a very important process. And of course, we are also preparing a very nice ground and blessings for our future lives. Or maybe if somebody will attain moksha in this life, so it's also very nice blessings and preparations for attaining moksha, like liberation, salvation.
Yes. These are very important points about the collective karma. Because ultimately, when we remember who we truly are, we also realize, first of all, I'm not just this body.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not just this individual soul, but that we are part of this ocean of consciousness out of which all of these individual forms are arising.
Exactly.
Yet, especially in these times, this world is often in a state of chaos and confusion. can you speak a little bit more about what we consider to be as Kali Yuga, that's the current state of the world, and also how we are going to create a totally different world once we transition out of Kali Yuga into Satya Yuga?
Yeah, there are different yugas in Vedic philosophy. Now we are in Kali Yuga. Kali means dark age, when we are forgetting about our true nature and we are very much identifying ourselves with body, mind, ego, and we are very much focused on materialistic goals and we completely forget about our divine nature. That's why we can see many different things are going on in the world, like wars, nature crisis, and many people are suffering. So these are like the features of Kali Yuga. But already I can feel that there are some glimpses of light of Satya Yuga here, because nowadays so many people start to awaken and start to search for deeper meaning, for like deeper answers for questions. Who am I? Why I'm here? What is my purpose of life? And so on. This is very beautiful process, and I also feel that we are playing very important role in this process by bringing this timeless wisdom of rishis in form of palm leaves, pilgrimages, sharing knowledge. This is very important for awakening collective consciousness. And after that we will go to Satya Yuga, which is like time of light and love, and it will be very different life when we finally realize our divine nature, and we can also create divine life on earth. So I'm really looking forward for it, and I'm happy to benefit little bit as I can.
Yes, I think that's the core motivation of all of our work that we're doing, also for the pilgrimages, to do our very tiny contribution for this process of purifying karma, which is needed in order to transition out of Kali Yuga into Satya Yuga.
Yes.
And could you please also share some advice for those people who are joining us on the virtual pilgrimage, how they can use this time by maybe doing some own practices or just to deepen and strengthen their connection with the planets, especially during this Navagraha pilgrimage time?
Yes, for those who are joining us on virtual pilgrimage, this is amazing opportunity not only take part in pujas, which we will do in every temple, but also to do their own sadhana, spiritual practice. Every day we will share videos connected with each and every planet, qualities of this planet, and you can also check how this planet is reflecting in your life, whether you need to balance it or it's already in a good state. And every day you can also do special practices like pujas, mantras, which we are also sharing, and it will help you to, realign all your energies with planets, to be more balanced, to be more focused, and also to purify some karmic impurities which you might have. So like during this virtual pilgrimage, which is like 9 to 10 days, it's very, very good time for your own spiritual practice, sadhana, reflection. When we start virtual pilgrimage, we also ask our participants to create sankalpa, intention, what you want from this process, because it's also very important how we can get something if we don't know what we want. So this virtual pilgrimage, it's like whole process, very deep process of self-exploration and self-healing. And it's amazing that from one side we are performing pujas on your behalf, which is very, very powerful, but from other side it's also very important that you also put your effort, and in this way it will be much, much more beneficial.
Thank you. Before we close, I also want to say thank you to everyone who's joining us in the virtual pilgrimage. We love to do this work. We love to work with the families. We love to do these pilgrimages. And it is due and thanks to you who is joining us that we're able to do that. So big thank you for your trust and for your support that we can do this work and support you. And with that, dear Marina, I want to say thank you very much for sharing all of your wisdom, not just today, but also for initiating me into the Navagrahas, into the Navagraha pilgrimages, and for all this magical and sacred adventure that we had together in the past, right now, and also in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Stefan, and all our friends or our participants and clients. Yeah, this is really something amazing what we are doing, and I'm very grateful to you that I'm part of this beautiful, beautiful team which has very special mission. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to go to our Navagraha pilgrimage again and again. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you.